Okay, the next project we're going to do is the summer story project. The first thing we need to do is create a new file, then upload the summer.sb file. So first I'm just going to go to the Scratch website, make sure I'm logged in, and if you see your username you're logged in, then click on Create to get a new file. Next thing, to upload the summer.sb file, first I need to download it. I'll just click on this link. I'm going to get this no preview available screen. That's fine. Just click on download. It'll ask you where to download it. On the desktop is fine. Just click on save. And now I'm going to go into my Scratch file. Click on File, Upload from your computer. Click on the summer.sb file on the desktop or in the Downloads folder and hit Open. It asks you if you want to replace the contents of your current project. If you just created the project, you want to hit OK. If you've got one of your older projects open right now with a lot of work into them, you don't want to hit OK or it'll delete anything that's in the file. But since this is a new file, that's fine. We hit OK. And now let's go back to the MrKwame.com and see what the requirements are. So after the green flag is clicked, have the cat introduce the story and say something about the beach. So actually most of this is already done for you, this second requirement. When the green flag is clicked, we're going to switch the costume of the sprite, which we've got just one sprite right now, it's the cat, so we're switching the cat's costume to costume 1, and that's the one with the sunglasses. Then the cat's introducing the story. He's saying, hello, I'm going to tell you about my summer. And then he says something about the beach. He says, I spent some time hanging out at the beach. If you want to customize what he says or add something else in there, go into the looks category, add another, say, I got sunburnt at the beach, because that's what always happens to me when I go to the beach. I get sunburned. So now we've got the first and second requirements done, and then we're going to broadcast the message basketball scene. So what is broadcasting? Broadcasting is actually our vocab word for this project. Broadcasting sends a message out to the entire program, and that message can start any chain of events. So what we do in here is first I'm just going to broadcast this basketball scene, and right now if I run the program, the cat's going to be in costume 1. He's going to say those 4 different things that we told him to, and then he broadcasts the message and nothing's happening because I'm sending out the message but nothing is receiving that message. So what I need to do is I need to go into the events category and pull out when I receive and make sure this is basketball scene. So I'm broadcasting the message basketball scene, and then I'm receiving that message, and this message can be received in any sprite in the program. So I'm going to receive this message, and I believe that's the next, the fourth requirement is use when I receive block to switch the backdrop to the basketball court. So I want to switch the backdrop to the basketball court, and the looks category is where you'd find switch backdrop. So let me pull this out. So now when I receive the basketball scene message, I'm going to have something happen. I'm going to switch the backdrop to the basketball court. And the next thing I'm going to do is switch the cat's costume. And that's also in looks. And remember, backdrops are like costumes for the stage. So right now the backdrop is this beach scene, and now if I click on the green flag, first I'm going to go through this first scene, and then I'm going to broadcast basketball scene, and based on that message I'm going to receive that message, and then I'm going to switch to the basketball court and switch to costume 4, which is the wrong one. I actually want to switch to costume 3 is the one with the basketball. So after I have this in there, I want to say something, have the cat say something about basketball, and then broadcast a new message signaling that you want to switch to the movie scene. So I want to fill out this scene just like the previous one, say something about the basketball scene, or Yep, say something about the basketball scene, and then I want to broadcast another message to switch the scene again. And we're going to switch to a movie scene for the third scene, and the fourth scene you get to create your own scene. And in order to create a new backdrop, you use these commands right here. Remember, they're exactly the same as creating a new sprite or a new costume. You can either upload one from the library, which is what I would suggest you do, and there are several different options here that you can pick from. You could have you could go to the moon and then say something about the moon, and you have to have a costume that relates to the moon as well. So for your fourth scene, add a fourth backdrop and a fourth costume for the cat, then switch the backdrop and costume, say something about the last scene, and finish your story. Also remember, to get full credit you need to do the higher level work, add a second character that interacts with the cat and changes costume, or create your own costumes and backdrops for each stage of the story so that it's not about the beach, basketball, and the movies anymore.